Day 444 Warm spring air in Tokyo 高松四万十線 journey Day 444 March 19th, 2026 Today Tokyo feels warm again. Not hot, not bright in dramatic summer way, but softly warmth, the kind of warmth that quietly changed the mood of the whole day. The sunlight feels gentler now. It no longer has that sharp winter edge. When the light enters the room, it feels less like survival and more like an invitation. An invitation to slow down, to breathe a little deeper, and to notice that the season is changing, even if only little by little. The air today carries that unmistakable feelings. Spring is getting closer, not fully here yet, not complete, not loud, but near, very near. And in Bonsai, just like a little, these in-between movements are often the most meaningful ones, because changing rarely arrives all at once. It usually comes quietly, first in air, then in the light, then in the shape of a bud, then a small flower. The one morning you realize the season has already turned. That's how today feels, a day between waiting and arrival. The Asahiyama Sakura. The Asahiyama Sakura still has not bloomed yet. The flower remains closed. At a quick glance, someone might say nothing has changed. But when you watch carefully every day, you begin to understand that's not true at all. Something is happening. A lot is happening. The winter buds continues to grow quietly. Each day they look just a little fuller, just a little rounder, just a little more alive. Not enough to shock at the eye. Not enough to create instant excitement, but enough to reward patience. This is one of the most beautiful things about observing plants daily. They teach you to see progress that's too small for hurry. And perhaps that is why bonsai can feel calming, because bonsai does not demand speed. It teaches attention. Today's sakura still has silence, but it's not the silence emptiness. It's a silence of preparation, the silence before opening, the silence before expression, the silence before something delicate becomes visible. Sometimes we only celebrate blooms, but the truth is, bloom begins much earlier than bloom. It begins a hidden work, inside buds, inside the stem, inside the slow movement of time itself. And maybe that's also true for people. Sometimes our lives also book and lock, and change from the outside. Not big excitement, no obvious result, no visible breakthrough. But inside, something may already be growing. So when I look at the sakura today, I do not see delay. I see quiet progress. Meanwhile, the hakuchoge, the cerisa, continues to bloom. Small white flowers appearing after another. Not all at once, not in one dramatic burst, but gradually, one bloom, then another, the another. soft white points of life appearing against the green. The Selissa has its own rhythm. While the sakura waits, the Selissa speaks. While one plant stays closed, the other opens small openings, and together they create a quiet lesson. Nature does not move in a single schedule. Not every plant blooms at the same time. Not every season reveals itself in the same way. Not even living responds at warmth with same timings. One opens early, one opens late, one pure appearance in silence, one celebrates small wild flowers. Both are correct. That's something I feel strongly today. The Selissa reminds me that beauty can appear in small repeated movements, not only in major events, but in tiny daily unfolding. And when one flowers become two and become the severe, and two becomes severe, you begin to see that quiet things that can transform the warm atmosphere. The same is true daily life. A little warmth, little light, little growth, a little sign movement. These things may look minor and they are one, but together they tell us like life is moving forward. Sometimes nature reminds us of something very important. Not blooming yet does not mean nothing is happening. This is one of the deepest lessons in bonsai observation. Because if you only value visible results, you miss most of the story. The visible flower is only the final moment. Before that comes the waiting, the gathering, the strengthening, unseen preparation. And often that unseen preparation lasts much longer than the bloom itself. In modern life, it's easy to become impatient. We want the answer now, the result now, the proof now, the success now. But plants do not move that way. And because of that, they gently correct us. They remind us that the growth is not always dramatic. It's often quiet, steady, and hidden. Today, both Sakura and Selissa are teaching that lesson in different ways. The Sakura teaches patience. The Selissa teaches trust. The warmth in Tokyo air teaches that change already beginning, and before everything becomes visible.